Gopi Janavallabha Giridhara Jai Radhamadhava Kunja Vihara Gopi Janavallabha Jai Radhamadhava Kunja Vihara Gopi Janavallabha Giridhara Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Jai Om Krishna Pada Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharya Ashtottara Chatushrima Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada Ananta Koti Vaishnava Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Krishna Radha Kamagiri Govardhani Brajabhumi Shri Vrindavan Dhami Purushottam Shri Jagannath Puri Dhami Gangavai Yamai Bhakti Devi Tulsi Devi Hare Gopala Harinam Sankirtani Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 2, Text number 6. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Yato bhakti-rasamrita. Aituki apradihata. Aituki Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Yayatma suprasidati. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Yato bhakti-rasamrita. Aituki apradihata. Aituki apradihata. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Yato bhakti-rasamrita. Aituki apradihata. Yayatma suprasidati. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Yato bhakti-rasamrita. Aituki apradihata. Yayatma suprasidati. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Yato bhakti-rasamrita. Aituki apradihata. Yayatma suprasidati. Why? Certainly. Pumsam, for mankind. Paraha, sublime. Dharma, occupation. Yataha, by which. Bhakti, devotional service. Dokshaje, Aituki, causeless. Apradihata, unbroken. Yaya, by which. Atma, self. Suprasidati. Translation purport by His Divine Grace. The supreme occupation, dharma, all humanity is that by which man can attain to loving devotional service and the transcendent Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted to completely satisfy the self. Purport. In this statement, Sri Sutta Goswami answers the first question of the series of Newyork. The sages asked him to summarize the whole range of revealed scriptures and present the most essential part to, so that fallen people or the people in general might easily take it up. The Vedas prescribe two different types of occupation for the human being. One is called the pravritti marga, or the path of sense enjoyment, and the other is called nivritti marga, or the path of renunciation. The path of enjoyment is inferior, and the path of sacrifice for the supreme cause is superior. The material existence of the living being is a diseased condition of actual life. Actual life is spiritual existence, or Brahma Bhuta existence, where life is eternal, blissful, and full of knowledge. Material existence is temporary, illusory, and full of miseries. There is no happiness at all. There is just the little futile attempt to get rid of the miseries. And temporary cessation of misery is falsely called happiness. Therefore, the path of progressive material enjoyment, which is temporary, miserable, and illusory, is inferior. But devotional service to the Supreme Lord, which leads to eternal, blissful, all cognizant life, is the superior quality of occupation. For example, adoption of devotional service for material gain is certainly an obstruction to the progressive path of renunciation. Renunciation or abnegation for ultimate good is certainly a better occupation than enjoyment, the diseased condition of life. Such enjoyment only aggravates the symptoms of disease and increases its duration. Therefore, devotional service to the Lord must be pure in quality, that is, without the least desire for material enjoyment. One should therefore accept the superior quality of occupation in the form of the devotional service of the Lord without any tinge of unnecessary desire, to action, and philosophical speculation. This alone can lead one to perpetual solace and happiness. We have purposely denoted dharma as occupation because the root meaning of the word dharma is that which sustains existence. A living being's sustenance of existence is to coordinate his activities with his eternal relation with the Supreme Lord Krishna. Is to coordinate his activities with his eternal relationship with the Supreme Lord Krishna. Krishna is the central figure of living beings. And he is the all attractive living entity or eternal form amongst all other living beings or eternal form. Each and every living being has his eternal form in the spiritual existence, and Krishna is the eternal attraction for all of them. Krishna is the complete whole, and everything else is his part and parcel. The relation is one of the servant and the servant. It is transcendental and is completely distinct from our experience in material existence. This relation of servant and the servant is the most congenial form of intimacy. One can realize it as devotional service progress. Everyone should engage himself in that transcendental loving service to the Lord, even in the present conditional state of material existence. That will gradually give one the clue to actual life and please him to complete satisfaction. Bhagavata Ratnamala चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः तदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं हे कृष्णकरुणासिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांता स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी आश्चर्यदेशकारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 Hare Krishna. I offer my humble obeisances to all the devotees who have assembled this morning Bhagavatam class. Very grateful to all of you. I seek blessings from the Krishna Prabhu so that I am able to speak some glories of the Lord. So, in today's shloka, Savai Pumsam Paro Dharmo Yato Bhakti-rasamrita Subodhini Apratihata Yayatma Suprasiddhi. The supreme dharma of all living beings is to perform loving devotional service to the Supreme Lord Krishna. Bhakti-rasamrita. And how that bhakti has to be performed? Ahituki, without any material motivation, without any selfish agendas, without any personal desires, without any self-centric motives. Ahituki. Then apratihata. Apratihata means without any irregularities, without any inconsistencies, without taking undue breaks. Yes, we have to sleep at night so that we get rejuvenated in our bodily strength to serve. But this apratihata means continuous devotional service without any interruptions. Right? Do whatever is needful for the self-preservation, but there should not be any inconsistency in one's sadhana, in one's seva, devotional service. So when bhakti is performed without any motives and without any inconsistencies, then ye atma suprasidati, that is completely satisfied. Prasidati means satisfied. Suprasidati means completely satisfied. So complete satisfaction of heart is guaranteed when we perform bhakti unto Krishna without any material motives and without any irregularities, without any interruptions. When we are not deriving satisfaction of heart, despite practicing bhakti for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever, over the number of years, 2 years, 3 years, you know what we need to do? We should go back and check. Is my bhakti ahituki? Is my bhakti apratihata? We need to check that. Am I performing my devotional service and sadhana with pure motives to serve Krishna? Or do I have any ulterior motives? Do I have any personal agendas? Am I aspiring for something material? We need to check. Second, is my sadhana consistent? Is my chanting regular? Is my studying of the scriptures regular? Is my rendering of services to Guru, Krishna, Vaishnavas, is it consistent? Or am I aspiring to take undue breaks, long breaks? Right? Or am I getting distracted in bhakti? We need to go back and check. If there is consistency and regularity in our bhakti, and if our motives are pure, definitely satisfaction is guaranteed. Advancement and satisfaction in devotional service are dependent on the purity of our intent and the consistency of our attempt. When the intent is pure and when the attempt is consistent, satisfaction is guaranteed, isn't it? That's what the shloka says. So let's analyze this shloka a little more deeply. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Dharma is proper rights, that which sustains one's existence. That is dharma. Dharma can be explained in multiple ways. Dharma is duty. Dharma is the morals, virtues, principles, values that we need to follow, ethics. Dharma is like culture. Many times dharma is described in different ways. Dharma is religion, sometimes it is translated like that. But dharma, the root word dharma is prophesized here. The intrinsic nature of something is dharma. So sugar particle is there. Its intrinsic nature, intrinsic characteristic is to be sweet. That is the dharma of sugar. Okay. Sugar has to be sweet. That's its dharma. You may do many things with sugar. Okay. But the intrinsic characteristic of Sugar is to be sweet. That's the original dharma. That's the root dharma. Salt. The intrinsic nature of salt is to be salty. Okay. Water is to be wet. So that is the dharma. So what is the intrinsic characteristic of a living being? Jiva. This is the shloka. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktira dhokshade. The intrinsic characteristic of any living being is to perform loving devotional service to Krishna. Jivera swarupa harekrishna nitya das. The dasatva, the dasa abhiman, the conception of being a servant of Krishna. Actually, conception of being a servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna is the original characteristic of every living being. Then bhritya bhritya paricharika bhritya bhritya bhrityascha bhritya itimam avalokana smaralokana. So acharyas say that we are servants of the servants of the servants of the servants of the servants of Krishna. Even Mahaprabhu says, Naham vipro na chanarapater napi vaishyo na shudro Naham varni na chagrahapater no vanasto yatirvan Kintu prodyan nikhila paramahananda purna mrutabher Gopi bhartu padaka valayor dasa dasa anudasa. Mahaprabhu during the Jagannath Rath Yatra, what is celebrating? During Jagannath Rath Yatra, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sings Naham vipro najanarapatir napi vaishyo na shudro. I am not a Brahmana, I am not a Kshatriya, I am not a Vaishya, I am not a Shudra. I am not a Brahmachari, I am not a Grahastha, I am not a Vanaprastha, I am not a Sannyasi. Vidhyapeetha has, yeah, this is a dish shloka. Gopi bhartu padaka malayor dasa dasa antu dasa. Who are you? If you don't belong to any varna, you don't belong to any ashrama, you don't belong to any species, specific. Who are you? What is your identity? Gopi bhartu padaka malayor dasa 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 antu dasa. And the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of master of gopis, gopis and Vallabh. Even Krishna is not mentioned as Krishna directly. Krishna's identity is in relationship with devotees. He is gopis and Vallabh. He is the master of the gopis. Gopi bhartu patakamalayam. Gopi bhartu. He is the master of all the gopis. So he is the beloved Lord of all the gopis of Vrindavan. So we are servant of the servant of the servant of the servants of gopis and Vallabha. Okay. So this is the intrinsic characteristic of every single living being, to be a servant of the servant of Krishna. So that is the dharma of every living being. All other dharmas are kept aside. No? We'll talk about dharma a little bit. Bhagavata begins with what is the real dharma. And Srimad Bhagavad Gita ends with what is the real dharma. So what is the conclusive instruction of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vrajan aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shutah. Sarva dharman parityajya. Give up all your dharmas. Mamekam sharanam vrajan. Just surrender unto me. Now it's little interesting. In the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna said, I will not fight. Basically, he is not following his Kshatriya dharma. Okay. He says, I will go in bed, I will become a sannyasi, I will do that, I will do this. But Krishna said, no, you have to follow. If Jagacharya Srishta, Tadevi Tarojana, Sayat Pramanam Purtiya Loka Sadhanuvartate. Okay. So whatever great people perform, other people also follow. We consider this as their dharma. Because you are following your dharma, you are setting an example for common people to follow their dharma. Okay. So Krishna said, no, you should not give fight. You should not give your Kshatriya dharma. As a Kshatriya, it is a duty to fight. Okay. If you fight, you will win the war and you will enjoy Hastinapur kingdom. And if you lose, no problem. You die, you will go to heaven and you will enjoy that. Right? One who fights in a dharmic war, dharma yuddha, and is killed there, then he is not a loser. He will go to Sargaloka and then he will enjoy it. Right? So you can better follow your Kshatriya dharma. That's how Krishna is speaking in the initial chapters of Bhagavad Gita. But when he came to the last chapter, ending, final expression, Sarva Dharman Parityajya. Sarva Dharma includes Kshatriya Dharma also, isn't it? You can also include Brahmana Dharma, Brahmachari Dharma, Grihastha Dharma, Varna Dharma, Ashram Dharma, also included, right? Sarva Dharman Parityajya. You are doing Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, they surrender it. What does it mean? Surrendering unto Krishna is a higher dharma than all other dharmas. Dharma has multiple meanings. We discussed few meanings. Dharma, what a living being is supposed to do to maintain oneself. Self-preservation. What we do for self-preservation is also dharma. As a teacher, my dharma is to teach. As a carpenter, my dharma is to make tables and chairs. As a architect, my dharma is to design buildings. Or as a doctor, my dharma is to treat patients. It's dharma, right? It's not dharma. It is like dharma is like samanya dharma, apad dharma, vidyut dharma. There are different prescribed duties, right? So that which is prescribed to you according to your position in the social circles. That is also dharma. There are multiple dharmas that we are supposed to do. Okay, parents' dharma is to take care of children. Children dharma is to be obedient to the parents, right? Respectful to the parents. Right? I hope every child is following this dharma. Like different disciples' dharma is to serve Guru. Guru's dharma is to teach okay, the disciple. Like that, different dharmas are there. But there is Swadharma, there is Sanatana Dharma. So immediate duties are there which are temporary. The immediate dharma is temporary. And ultimate dharma is permanent. And ultimate dharma is to serve Krishna in the mode of servant of servant. Right? So when Krishna is saying that Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, it's not that he's asking us to give up dharma. Sarva Dharman Parityajya means to relinquish, to give up. Okay, just to leave. And Krishna is saying Sarva Dharman Parityajya, he is not asking us to give up dharma. He is asking us to go up in dharma. Don't give up, go up. So Gita is not just describing or prescribing dry renunciation of our duties. Okay. Krishna is teaching us to have a higher sense of duty. Don't just stop at giving up your external material duties or temporary duties. Have a higher sense of duty. Your ultimate duty, your ultimate dharma is to align yourself with the instructions of the Lord. So Arjuna agreed to fight in Kurukshetra war, not just because he understood that it is my Kshatriya dharma to fight war. No. Arjuna's performance of fight in Kurukshetra war is not his Kshatriya dharma. It is Bhagavata dharma. It is Bhakti dharma. Krishna descended on this planet to establish dharma. Krishna came here to do three things mainly. Paritranaya sadhunam, vinashaya chatushrutam, dharma samsthapanarthaya, sambhavami yuge yuge. Paritranaya sadhunam, to protect the righteous. Vinashaya chatushrutam, to punish the vicious. Dharma samsthapanarthaya, to establish dharma. Krishna appeared. Krishna appears in every yuga, in different forms. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Vamana, Narasimha. So many forms Krishna appears in, right? So the purpose of Krishna's descent is to establish dharma. One purpose. Many other purposes are there. So to establish dharma, Krishna appeared. You see that Krishna wants to establish Kshatriya dharma, Brahmana dharma, Varna dharma, Ashrama dharma. Yes, that may be there as one of the smaller agendas. But ultimately, Krishna appeared to establish Bhakti dharma, Bhagavata dharma. Okay. So, Savai Pumsam Paro Dharma. There may be immediate duties. There are like smaller dharmas, just for self-preservation or some other obligation. But the ultimate dharma is to surrender. Mamekam Sharanam Raja is the ultimate dharma. Mamekam Sharanam Raja, complete surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, is the ultimate dharma of all living beings. In comparison to the other dharmas, sarva dharmas can be parityajya, can be relinquished, can be given up, should be given up. That's what Krishna is saying. But we need to understand when we are doing this ultimate dharma, of surrendering to Krishna, it's not necessary or it's not mandatory that we have to give up other dharmas. Because when we are surrendering to Krishna, other dharmas are included in that. Okay. So Arjuna surrendered to Krishna. Arjuna did not say, Krishna, that's what I'm saying, right? I'll surrender unto you. I'll give up all the dharmas. Right? I'll give up my Kshatriya dharma fighting and I'll surrender unto you. That's what they are also saying. No. That's like a not a very mature understanding. Krishna is saying, you perform your duty of fighting also and surrender to me. How can it be possible? I surrender to you. I will not fight. I will not do Kshatriya dharma. I will do only Bhakti dharma. And Krishna says, your Kshatriya dharma is a part of your Bhakti dharma. Okay. So your surrendering unto me includes your fighting in this world. You surrender unto me, I am telling you to fight, you fight. So Arjuna's performance of fight is bhakti unto Krishna, to assist Krishna in his mission. Krishna came to establish dharma and Arjuna is helping Krishna to establish dharma. Krishna came here to protect the righteous and punish the vicious, and Arjuna is also assisting Krishna to protect the righteous and resist the vicious. This paritranaya sadhuna vinayashaya dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya, these three things Krishna does personally, and Krishna will also instigate his devotees to do the same things. And he will become their assistant. Right? And Arjuna has to do it as an assistant of Krishna. You are getting this? Okay. So Arjuna agreed to fight not just because he understood I am a Kshatriya. He understood I am devotee. Okay. My Kshatriya dharma can be a part of my service to Krishna. Similarly, we may follow Brahmacharya dharma, Grihastha dharma, Brahmana dharma, Kshatriya dharma, Varna dharma, Ashram, all for the purpose of pleasing Krishna. Ataha kumbhirdvija sreshta varna shrama vibhagashah smanushpitasya dharmasya samsiddhir haritoshana. You may perform your Varna dharma, Ashrama dharma, nothing wrong in it. Right? But do it to please Hari. Samsiddhir haritoshanam. So our ultimate dharma is to please Lord Hari. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti-rasamrita. To lovingly serve the Lord and please Him is the essence of all dharmas. So you may follow Grihastha dharma, Brahmacharya dharma, Sannyas dharma, Vanaprastha dharma, Kshatriya dharma, Brahmana dharma, all other dharmas we can follow, all to please Lord Hari. Right? So Lord Brahma says, the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavata, 14th chapter. He says, Jnane prayasamudapasya namanta eva जीवन्ति सन्मुखरितां भवदीयवार्ताः स्थाने स्थिताः श्रुतिगतां तनुवान् मनोभिर् ये प्रायसोचितजितोऽप्यसितैस्त्रिलोक्याम्. Brahma says that Jnane prayasamudapasya namanta eva. Let us give up our prayasa to cultivate this speculative knowledge. Jnane prayasamudapasya. Udapasya means to throw it so far. Okay. Give up the speculative endeavors to cultivate jnana. So the namanta eva, offer obeisances to jivanti sanmukharitam bhavadiya vartam. Offer obeisances to devotees of Krishna who are practicing devotional service and he is speaking Harikatha. Sanmukharitam bhavadiya varta. The varta, the activities of Lord Krishna, the nectarian narrations of Krishna are emanating from the mouths of these pure devotees. You surrender to them, you offer obeisances to them, you hear from them. Jivanti sanmukharitam bhavadiya varta. Sthane sthitaha shruti-gatam tanuvan manobhir sthane sthita. Be where you are. You are a brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, you are a kshatriya, brahmana, whatever. You continue your occupational duties, no problem. Sthane sthita. You don't have to change your occupation. But shruti-gatam tanuvan manobhir. Tanuvan manobhir. With your body, with your mind, with your words, you serve Krishna by hearing from devotees. Shruti-gatam. So you speak according to what you have heard from Bhagavata. You serve Krishna according to what you have heard from Bhagavata. You think in terms of what you have heard from bonafide authority, right? Shrutigata means you mold your entire life's activities of your body, mind, and words in such a way that they are aligned to the teachings of Shastras, teachings of great devotees, right? Sthane sthitaha, do what you are doing. Shrutigata tanuvan manobhir, but align all your activities with the teachings of your devotees. Jivanti sanmukharitam bhavagam स्थाने स्थिता श्रुतिगतां तनुवान् मनोभिर ये प्रायसो जितो अप्यसिता स्त्रीलोक्याम्. If you do so, you know what will happen? That unconquerable Lord, that Lord who is unconquerable in all the three worlds will become conquerable by you. He will surrender to you. You surrender to Krishna. You surrender to devotees of Krishna. He will surrender to you. Not that we expect surrender from Krishna. Okay, our focus is on surrendering to Krishna and his devotees. Then Krishna will surrender. Okay, he can conquer Krishna. That's what the shloka says. So basically, sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Understood it right manner. It's not that we have to give up all our duties and just surrender only to Krishna. Yeah, it is literal meaning, but a deeper meaning is we are doing whatever we are doing. That can also be part of Krishna's. That can also be part of Krishna's service, provided you do with the pure intent to serve Krishna. Samsiddha Haritoshanam. If pleasing Krishna is your aim, then you can your being in certain ashrama or certain varna or certain anything is okay. Right? If samsiddha haritoshanam is the aim. अतः पुंभिर द्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रम विभागशः सनुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर हरितोषणम. Ultimate dharma is haritoshanam. To please Lord Hari. Right? Anyone can please Lord Hari. We have so many kings like Ambarish Maharaj, Prithu Maharaj, Bharat Maharaj, Yudhishthira Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj. They please Lord Hari. And we have sages like Vyasadeva, Narada Muni. They also please Lord Hari. And we have kids like Prahalad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj. They also please Lord Hari. We have women like Kunti Maharani, Draupadi, and all these great Devahuti. They all please Lord Hari. Right? So the focus is on pleasing Lord Hari and not on one's varna or one's ashrama or one's gender, one's this, one's that. These are all temporary. Okay. But permanent dharma, supreme occupational duty, eternal dharma of every living being is pure devotional service in Krishna. But according to one's own situation in this material world, according to certain time, place, circumstances, we may do it there also. Right? Arjuna happened to be a Kshatriya and he's supposed to fight, but for the pleasure of Krishna. For my sake, you fight. Okay? He's saying Krishna, Arjuna, you're supposed to fight, you fight for my sake. Okay? So, because the fight is pleasing to Krishna. Because Krishna wants to establish dharma, Arjuna had to fight. So that's pleasing to Krishna. So Bhagavad Gita ends with complete surrender unto Krishna and doing whatever you are doing just to please Lord Hari. Mamekam sharanam vraja. Okay. And Bhagavatam again begins with dharma, the description of dharma. Bhagavad Gita concluded with description of dharma. What is our ultimate dharma? To surrender unto Krishna and do whatever you are doing to please Krishna. Right? And Srimad Bhagavatam begins with this. Dharma projita kaitavotra paramo nirvatsaranam satam vedyam vastavamatra vastu shivadam tapatrayon mulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kipa Parairishvaraha Sadyo Ahridi Avarudhyate Prakrtibhi Susrushubhistakshana Dharma Projita Kaitavo Atra. Another dharma is mentioned. Gita ended with one description of dharma, which is complete surrender to Krishna. And under the umbrella of surrender, you fight. You do whatever you are doing. So now Bhagavatam is beginning with again description of dharma only. Dharma projita kaitava atra. Atra means in this book, kaitava dharma is rejected, thrown away. Projita. Praujita means throwing away, far away. Okay. What is thrown away here? Kaitava Dharma. What is Kaitava Dharma? Materially motivated practice of certain rituals and other religious practices. Kaitava Dharma. Material motivation. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. They are called Purusharthas. So Dharma, people perform so many rituals and other japa, tapa, puja, homa, this and that. For what? To get artha, to get money. Economic development proposal translates artha as economic development. Okay. And why do they need economic development artha? To fulfill their kama. Kama is sense gratification, right? So to enjoy an essential plane, they want artha. To fulfill the kama, they need artha. To get artha, they do dharma. Dharma, artha, kama. And when they are frustrated in their attempts to fulfill their kama, they think of moksha. Generally, I am frustrated with this kama, this material, this field, this and that, so much variety. I want to go to a place where there are no people, no forms, no need, no interactions, no relationships, no friendships, no forms. Oh my God. So they want impersonal realm where there is no activity because they are frustrated with the sense gratificatory activity. The kama here, the artha here, the dharma that we do for kama and artha, that is all frustrating. Ultimately, it leads to frustration. If you don't perform your dharma for something is haritoshanam, it leads to frustration. Haritoshanam or frustration, you decide. Okay? So when you perform your dharma, whatever you are doing, dharma, but haritoshanam, that will satisfy your heart. Ye atma suprasida. But when you do it for artha and kama, then that will lead to frustration. Okay? Then you think of moksha. In the frustration, you want impersonal liberation. Frustration leads to desire for impersonal liberation. Frustration in our sense enjoyment. Frustration in kama leads to aspiration for moksha. Impersonal moksha. So this material world is filled with so much variety. I want to enter a place where there is no variety. Shunya. So that's what people want. So this is called second religion, Kaitava Dharma. In Srimad Bhagavatam Atra, in this book, this Kaitava Dharma is rejected right in the beginning. Dharma projita Kaitavotra Paramo Dirmatsaranam Satam. So this cheating religion, cheating dharma is rejected in Bhagavatam, and supreme dharma, Paramo Dharma is established. Dirmatsaranam. Dharma projita Kaitavotra Paramo. Paramo refers to the supreme dharma, highest dharma. Right? And what is the Paramo Dharma? That is described in the second chapter. First chapter says Bhagavatam rejects materially motivated dharma, Kaitava Dharma, and establishes Paramo Dharma. And what is the Paramo Dharma? This is the sloka. Sai Pumsam Paro Dharmo Yato Bhakti-rasamrita 1.1.2 and 1.2.6 are connected. Right? Have you seen the connection? Right? And Bhagavad Gita 18.66. And Bhagavatam 1.2.6 and 1.1 they are connected. All are talking about dharma only. We are all talking about dharma now. Right? We are bringing all dharma shlokas here and having a thematic discussion about dharma. The ordinary dharma, materially motivated dharma, and supreme dharma, which gives you complete satisfaction. When you perform Parva dharma, then Atma is superseded. When you perform the supreme dharma of pleasing Krishna, then your heart becomes completely satisfied. Okay. Complete satisfaction is guaranteed by performing the supreme dharma of loving Krishna, serving Krishna without any material motivations. You perform your dharma, no problem. That can be part of devotional service if your aim is to please Hari. Yudhishthira Maharaj ruled the kingdom. He had absolutely no desire to sit on the throne. He is not attached to this opulence and Hastinapur kingdom also. He was happy even in Manas also. Right? Yudhishthira Maharaj is a satisfied person. But because Krishna wants Yudhishthira Maharaj to sit on the throne and rule the kingdom, he followed that quote unquote Kshatriya Dharma to please Lord Hari. So Yudhishthira Maharaj ruling the kingdom is service to Krishna. It is bhakti, isn't it? So we can convert whatever we are doing as a part of our self-preservation in this world also as a means to reach Krishna. Okay? So, provided we have that pure intent. Ultimately, it boils down to the intent. What is our intention? Ahituki. No material motives. I am doing whatever I am doing for my self-preservation, but the main motive is to serve Krishna, to please Krishna. Krishna has kept me in this situation. Let me do the needful in this situation so that I reach him ultimately. Some situation. If that is not there, if our ultimate aim is not to please Krishna and not to serve Krishna, not to attain Krishna Prema, then whatever we are doing is Shrama eva hi kevalam. Another sloka also says. So, Shrama eva hi kevalam is only Shrama is endeavor, unnecessary endeavor. The aim is not to please Lord Hari. So, now let's go a little more deep. Ahituki apratihata. Ahituki means no material motives, right? But ahituki has another meaning. Hetu means cause. Ahetu means no cause. So bhakti is causeless. Okay. So bhakti is not caused by karma. Bhakti is not caused by jnana. Bhakti is not caused by your japa, tapa, homa, other charity, dana, yajna, dana, tapa. These are not the causes of bhakti. Okay. So therefore, bhakti is described as ahituki because none of these external practices instigate bhakti in a person. So what inspires bhakti in a person? Bhakti inspires bhakti, bhaktya sanjataya bhaktya. Bhakti is born out of bhakti. Bhakti in the heart of Prahlad Maharaj is born from the bhakti in the heart of Narada Muni. Narada Muni has bhakti in his heart and he taught bhakti to Prahlad and Prahlad received his bhakti. So bhakti is the cause of bhakti. Therefore, bhakti is called ahituki. Bhakti is causeless. Apratihata. What is apratihata? Apratihata means without any interruptions. That's one meaning. Another meaning is bhakti can never be hindered by anything. There is no obstacle for bhakti. If you sincerely want to perform bhakti, no obstacle in this material way can stop you. Madgunashruti matrena mai sarva guhashaye manogatira vichinna yatha gangam hasambhudam. When a devotee wants to think about Krishna, although there are 100 obstacles, the devotee will definitely think about Krishna. Just like Ganga, yatha gangam hasambhudam. Although Ganga may have so many obstacles on her path, she will somehow reach the ocean. Right? So Ganga may encounter some mountains and big hills and trees and other things on her way to the ocean, but still she will manage to reach the ocean, right? Similarly, just like Ganga reaches the ocean without any obstructions, or despite so many obstructions, a devotee's heart, devotee's mind also reaches Krishna without any obstructions, or despite so many obstructions. That's why bhakti is apratihata. Or the transmission of bhakti, the pravaha, the flow of bhakti is never interrupted by any material interruption. Hiranyakashipu is causing so many disturbances, obstacles in the life of Prahlad Maharaj. He is causing so many problems in the life of Prahlad Maharaj. But did that cause any obstruction in the bhakti of Prahlad? Prahlad's love for Krishna is never obstructed. Although Hiranyakashipu is creating so many problems. Right? He is teaching Hiranyakashipu. He says, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnoha Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Bandhanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam. He is even teaching some 9 processes of bhakti to his demon father, Hiranyakashipu. So there was no obstacle in Prahlad Maharaj's bhakti because of Hiranyakashipu or because of Shandai Navarkar, because of all the soldiers of Hiranyakashipu who were trying to kill Prahlad in 100 different ways. And even before the Bhai come here, let's see the way Prahlad was enlightened by Narada Muni. So when Narada Muni was giving bhakti to Prahlad, where was Prahlad? Was he a grown-up young man, 25-year-old, Samasdar? No, he was a little child who is not yet born. He is still within the womb of his mother, right? If he is like a 5-year-old child, 10-year-old child, 16-year-old child, we can understand, okay, he has some some intelligence to understand. But although Prahalad is still within the womb of his mother, still the inspiration of bhakti went from Narada Muni to Prahalad without any obstruction. Therefore, bhakti is apratihata. No material impediment can obstruct the flow of bhakti. And now many devotees are assumed here. If your Wi-Fi signal is good, and if your sound system is good, okay, what I am speaking will reach them. Okay, and if they ask some question, what they speak will reach to me, their Wi-Fi is good. So when the signal is good, then the content is transmitted nicely, isn't it? So when the transmitter and receiver are potent, transmitter is potent, receiver is also potent. If there is signal here, there is signal there, then the transmission is seamless. Similarly, Narada Muni is a pure devotee of Krishna. And he is teaching bhakti to Prahlad Maharaj with a pure intention. There is purity in his heart, and he wants to teach that bhakti to Prahlad Maharaj with a pure intention, to make him also a Mahabhagavata. And Prahlad is also having a pure intention to receive all the things of Narada. So here Prahlad, the recipient of bhakti, is inspired, is potent. And that transmitter of bhakti, Narada Muni, he is also inspired and potent, he has a pure intent. So the transmission of bhakti, transmission of inspiration in bhakti happens seamlessly. Prahlad's demoniac birth, Prahlad's tender age, and Prahlad's being still within the womb of his mother were never an obstacle for Prahlad Maharaj to receive devotional inspiration from Narada Muni. And we have pure intention to give bhakti to someone else. And the other person also, the recipient also has a pure intention to get inspired and to learn nicely. Nothing can stop the bhakti expansion, right? Bhakti will expand, bhakti will spread, provided the recipient is receptive and the transmitter has pure intention. So when we have pure intention, we should be what we need to have is two things: pure intent and pure content. Right? Pure intent to enlighten the other soul and bring him closer to it. And pure content, we should speak from authentic sources. We should speak from Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, not some concoction. When there is purity in our content and when there is purity in our intent, then bhakti will naturally. Key means pure intent. Apratihata means consistent attempt. Pure intent and consistent attempt will bring more and more people to Krishna consciousness and they will be satisfied. And they will be satisfied. Everybody will be satisfied. Right? So, Ayituki Apratihata. Bhakti should be causeless. Bhakti is causeless. Bhaktya Sanjataya Bhaktya. We have seen Bhakti is causeless. And Bhakti is ceaseless also. No obstacle can stop. So that causeless and seamless bhakti, that unmotivated and uninterrupted bhakti will completely satisfy the self. Okay. That consistent and selfless bhakti. So bhakti has to be selfless and seamless, causeless and ceaseless, unmotivated and uninterrupted. Then complete satisfaction of heart is guaranteed. So that's exactly Prahlad. Although so many people are creating so many issues in Prahlad's life, his own father is creating so many issues. But Prahlad is very happy. Chittam naiva nivartate kshanamati Sri Krishna pada bhujan Nindantu priya bandhava gurujana Durvadam parighoshayantu banuja vamshe kalanko stuva Tadrik prema dharanuranga bhaktayamanam punyam Chittam naiva nivartate kshanamapi. Let my mind not be deviated from the thought of Krishna's lotus feet even for one moment. Chittam naiva nivartate kshanamapi Sri Krishna pada bhujan Nindantu priya bandhava gurujana Dhritrantu vanchantu va Priyabandhava, my own relatives, Nindantu, let them criticize me, no problem. Prahalad's his own relatives, his own father is criticizing. Nindantu Priyabandhava, Gurujana, superiors are criticizing. Chandai and Amarkar criticizing Prahalad. Let them accept me or reject me, no issue. I have no problem. My father lovingly took me into his lap, smelling my head, bathed me with tears, and asked, my dear son, can you please tell me what you have learned? And I saw it, and I said, Sravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Swaranam. He threw me off the lap. And he pushed me. Get out. You're not my son. And he called his soldiers. Soldiers, come here, kill this fellow. Right? So this is what the Harekrishna told Prahalad. Prahalad is saying that Nindantu Priya Bandhava Gurujanas. Let them accept me or reject me. Okay. Durvadam Paribhoshayantu Banuja Vamshe Kalanko Stupa. Durvadam means gossip. There's a lot of gossip. So much of gossip happening in Hiranyakashipu's kingdom about Prahalad. You know what? Prahalad, being the son of Hiranyakashipu, the king of all demons, our great prince, he is worshipping Lord Hari. He is saying Narayana. He is saying Krishna, Madhava, Mukunda, Murari. My God, what a shame. Being the son of such a great demon, he is worshipping the enemy of all demons, Hari. So there's a lot of gossip around. Right? So we are Rakshasas, we are supposed to be cruel, and this boy do something. So people are gossiping about Prahalad. Durvadam paribhoshayantu banucha. Let them do it. Vamshe kalanko stuva. Vamshe kalanka means people were thinking that Prahalad is a Vamshe kalanka. He has brought great ill reputation to his dynasty. Glorious demoniac dynasty. As it is Chandra Vamsha, Surya Vamsha, Vidu Vamsha, Vamsha. It is Rakshasa Vamsha. And Chandra Navarkar saying, you are a Vamsha kalanka. This entire demonic dynasty is like sandalwood forest, and Vishnu is like an axe, and you are a handle for that axe. Prahalad, you are a handle for the axe of Vishnu. You are destroying this entire glorious sandalwood forest like dynasty of demons. So Prahalad is not at all moved from his inspiration to worship Lord Hari. Durvadam paribhoshayantu banuja vamshe kalanko stuva tadrik prema dhananuranga madhuna bhaktayamanam tumi. Because Prahalad is constantly experiencing love of Krishna. He is experiencing the embrace of Krishna. Krishna graha grihitatma. That kind of says. Prahalad's mind is captivated by Krishna planet. Sometimes people are under the influence of certain planets, right? They behave in certain ways. So Prahalad is under the influence of Krishna planet. He's behaving differently. Totally different from all the demons around him. Right? He's the only person. Sometimes life throws situations at us where we have absolutely no access to devotee. Prahalad, one child, 5-year-old kid, 5-year-old boy, trying to practice devotional service with zero association. Not just no association, unfavorable association. That association that is constantly disgracing him, demotivating him, threatening him to kill him. Right? In that association, he is doing bhakti, isn't it? He is performing pure devotional service unto Lord Hari. That's why bhakti is apratihata. No impediments can stop bhakti. Because Prahalad is experiencing the love of Krishna. Even in sadhaka stage, you can experience love of Krishna. Anyone here who experiences some reciprocation from Krishna, some mercy of Krishna, it is always coming. We have to recognize. We have to be attentive enough to recognize Krishna's mercy that is coming upon us. Without Krishna's mercy, today we will sit here and discuss Bhagavatam. Can we see the beautiful forms of Radha Gopichandwalla? Can we perform devotional service, bhakti in such a country? Right? Can we wear these Maha garments? Right? Can we smell the flowers offered to Krishna? All this is Krishna's mercy. We need to recognize it and accept it. So, Prahlad is experiencing love of Krishna. Tatrik prema dharanuraga madhuna prema dharanuraga madhuna. So Prahalad is tasting the loving reciprocation of Krishna within his heart. Govinda Parirambhita. Prahlad is always experiencing the embrace of Lord Govinda. Therefore, Prahlad became oblivious to all the criticism, all the gossip, all the chastisement, death threats. His bhakti is unobstructed. His bhakti is apratihata. So to conclude our whole discussion, bhakti is uninterrupted and bhakti is causeless. Bhakti is causeless and ceaseless, provided the practitioner of bhakti is sincere. So we access the seamless flow of bhakti to the degree our purity, to the degree our intention is pure. If our intention is pure enough only to please Krishna and nothing else, no material agendas, our bhakti is uninterrupted and we experience complete satisfaction of heart. So this is a short description of the Parodharma, Avaipumsam Parodharma, the supreme duty of every living being. Hare Krishna. Krithra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Thank you. Actually, 3 minutes extra today, 4 minutes extra. Sorry about that. Any questions or comments?
You mentioned that we have to serve the devotees. How many devotees makes you good Krishna? What is that?
What it means to serve devotees? It means different things in different contexts, according to time, place, circumstances. Ultimately, what pleases a sincere devotee is when we sincerely love Krishna. Okay. And when you love Krishna, you love his devotees. If you love somebody, they will be his friend. If you love Krishna, you love those who love Krishna. And you love those who are trying to love Krishna. And you love those whom Krishna loves. So, loving Krishna means loving Krishna and loving those who love Krishna, pure devotees. And those who are trying to love Krishna, practicing devotees. And those whom Krishna loves. Means every single living being. Krishna loves everybody. That is pure, that's complete definition of love of God. So now how to please devotees, you need to ask them. Oh, you need any assistance? You need any service from me? You can ask them directly. If you are unable to figure it out, you can ask them directly what service pleases them. Particularly. But in general, when we love Krishna, when we sincerely perform our bhakti, and when we have these Vaishnava qualities of compassion, gratitude, and respect, tolerance, humility, naturally will be pleasing to all the devotees. But as far as service is concerned, you can ask the devotees only specifically what service do you need. And if we have this sincere service attitude, it will be revealed to us what service should we do to please this. Right? So if you are sincere. If you sincerely want to serve Krishna, serve devotees of Krishna, Krishna will create opportunities to you, for you to serve devotees. Okay. But you can directly ask. That's seriously. I'm waiting for Krishna to reveal. Serving devotees. Krishna has not revealed yet. After 2 decades, and he reveals, then I'll serve. So you can ask them directly. You can ask, will give you what service you want. He'll tell you what service. Any other questions?
You mentioned that the circuit is only satisfaction. In the practicing stages that we are in, right? Sometimes the satisfaction is there, but then there's complaints. How do we not?
Very good question. Satisfaction is not to be stagnant. I'm satisfied with whatever I have. Just like even in corporate world also, even in your work life also. I'm satisfied with the salary. They're giving promotion. They're giving hike in your salary. No, I'm satisfied. So you work in such a way that they give promotion, they give extra salary, they give bonus, this and that. The satisfaction does not mean you are stagnant. Satisfaction basically means you do hard work in the service of Krishna to the best of your ability and be satisfied with whatever reciprocation he gives. Don't demand. You are not demanding for more. Yes, Krishna should be present in front of me. I don't demand. That's up to him. You do your service to the best of your ability. He will reciprocate according to his convenience, his preference. He has given a formula. Just be rest assured that you are getting whatever you deserve only. Don't demand for more. Right? So be satisfied with whatever reciprocation that Krishna is. And be satisfied with the opportunities that we get to render service. Don't complain, Krishna. I have been chanting 16 rounds in 16 years. You have not done this to me also. You have not given me even one car also, one bangla also. Yeah. So we should not have undue expectation. A satisfied heart doesn't hanker with undue expectations. Doesn't hanker for more and more material benefits. Right? A satisfied heart doesn't compare with others. This devotee is given so much preference. Okay, he's given so many opportunities to perform this service, that service. Okay, you can be here for service, but if there's satisfaction, there's no complaint. Okay, and of course, if something is there, concern is there, we can always mention. Okay, that we have to subdue. Point is, when there is satisfaction in the heart, you don't see negativity in circumstances. There's a lot of positivity. There's a lot of inspiration, enthusiasm in our services. Right? There's no complaint. There's no comparison. There's no criticism. There's no confrontation. All these we can avoid, provided we are satisfied with whatever blessings that we have received, whatever opportunities that we have to chant the names of Krishna, to read Srimad Bhagavatam, and to serve devotees. So there should be satisfaction of that. Satisfied devotee stays. Devotee who is not satisfied at heart may not continue on the path for a longer time. Right? Always complaining, always. However, devotees are not satiated. They're satisfied, but they are not satiated. They may have heard 100 classes on Bhagavatam, 1,000 classes, but they are not satisfied. They want to do more. Who will be satisfied by hearing Harikatha? They want to hear more and more. Okay, but satisfaction in hearing Harikatha only, nothing else. Okay. Machitta Madgata Prana Bodhayantah Parasparam Kathayantasya Mamnityam Tushyanti Sarvanam. With great satisfaction they are discussing Harikatha, but there is no satisfaction in whatever amount of Harikatha that you are discussing. You want to discuss more. In that sense, there is no satiation. We are not satisfied with limited amount of service. We want to serve more. We want to hear more. We want to chant more. We are not satisfied with some meager amount of service only. But at the same time, there is satisfaction in the sense that we don't hanker for material comforts, name, recognition. See, I did so much service. They did not even give me one garland also. They did not announce my name also. Satisfied with whatever privileges and opportunities for service that we get, and not hanker for any material benefits from it. But we are not satisfied by any amount of service we want to serve more. Right? The devotee is simultaneously satisfied and not satisfied. I don't know how much time we have. Okay.
When I explained Dharma, now Vidhyapeetha was on the other side, other mind. He was against Dharma, under devotees of the Lord, Krishna. He knew Krishna very well. He is Maharaj. How did he follow his Dharma?
Very good question. So Bhishma was fighting on the side of Duryodhana against Krishna, against Arjuna, against Pandavas. And Bhishma is a Mahajan. How do you understand it? So many people misunderstand Bhishma, but Krishna never misunderstood Bhishma. So to keep the long explanation short, Krishna wanted to give an important lesson to the entire universe. However powerful you are, however influential you may be, however great you may be in your accomplishments and achievements, if you stand on the side of adharma, you will be defeated. So Krishna wanted to give this lesson to everyone. Okay. And in his manifest pastimes, Krishna took Bhishma as an example for this principle. Right? Krishna said, Bhishma, I am giving you this role. Will you play this role? Just like you are organizing a drama. Okay? You are organizing a Ramayana drama. And you give Ram role to somebody, Sita role to somebody, and Ravana role to another devotee. My dear devotee, will you play the role of Ravana? He is a devotee, but he plays the role of a demon. Right? Similarly, Bhishma is a Mahajan, great devotee, but Krishna told him, will you play this role? This role has to give an important message. Powerful people also, if they take the side of Radhanath, they will be defeated. I want to give this message to your, through you. You are the most powerful person. You are more powerful than Pandavas also. All 5 Pandavas put together are nothing compared to Bhishma's valor. Technically speaking, Bhishma cannot, Pandavas cannot win over Bhishma. Why did Pandavas win? Because they are on the side of Dharma. Okay. And why did Bhishma lose? Although he is most experienced military general, he lost because he was on the side of Dharma. It is basically not a fight between how expert you are in military science. From the perspective of using astras and shastras, Bhishma is more experienced and more powerful than Pandavas, but he is on the side of Adharma, right? He has to be defeated. So Krishna wanted to give this message, and Bhishma just played that role. Yes, I'll play this role. Right? I'll play this role of being on the side of Duryodhana. So, but when Bhishma fell on this bed of arrows, Krishna personally came to give darshan to Bhishma. Bhishma became overwhelmed. If Bhishma was really on the side of Adharma at heart, then why would Krishna come and give him darshan? Physically, he was on the side of Adharma, at heart, he was on the side of Dharma. He was on the side of Paro Dharma, supreme Dharma. So Paro Dharma is Samsiddhi Rahitoshna, right? To please Lord Hari. And that's what he did. So you may please Lord Hari by standing against Lord Hari sometimes. We cannot have a stereotyped understanding of pure devotion. Okay. So a devotee can please Lord Krishna by throwing arrows at him, not just flowers. Right? Because Bhishma is in Dasya, but definitely is also in Nirya. So when Bhishma is releasing arrows on Arjuna, definitely Arjuna is getting affected and Arjuna's driver also will get affected. Some of the arrows will pierce the driver also, and there is blood on Krishna's body also, transcendental blood. And seeing that blood on Krishna's body, Bhishma becomes excited because he is a Vidhyapeetha. And in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Krishna has given more mercy to Bhishma than to Arjuna. Arjuna was behind Krishna, seeing his back. Bhishma is in front of Krishna, seeing the beautiful form of Pakistan. Who gave more mercy? Krishna gave more mercy to whom? To Bhishma or Arjuna? Bhishma. And something more to add to more excitement. After the entire Kurukshetra war, Yudhishthira Maharaj became overwhelmed with guilt. He was feeling so sad, so morose. Why? He was thinking that just to make me the king of Hastinapur, hundreds and thousands of people had to die. He felt so guilty. I am so sinful. I become the cause of so many people to die. So he was feeling guilty, and Krishna tried to tell him, counsel him. Krishna, the speaker of Bhagavad Gita, tried to counsel Yudhishthira Maharaj. No, don't worry. Whatever has happened according to Dharma. But Yudhishthira is not getting past that. Dhaumya tried. Vyasadeva tried. Bhishma is not getting satisfied only. So then what did Yudhishthira did not get satisfied only. So what did Krishna do? Krishna took Yudhishthira Maharaj and all the Pandavas to Bhishma, let him satisfy. And Bhishma, while lying on the bed of arrows, he counseled Yudhishthira Maharaj. So counseling Yudhishthira Maharaj is not a small thing, he is not a small kid or iOS boy. Right? To give counseling to Yudhishthira Maharaj, he knows all dharmas. But Bhishma is a better knower of dharma. Krishna wanted to establish this whole doing. Bhishma spoke dharma. He is apparently fighting on the side of adharma, but he is giving great dharmic teachings while lying on bed of arrows to Dharmaraj. To Yudhishthir Maharaj. So that is the greatness of Bhishma. And Krishna came in front of Bhishma, and many people think that Bhishma is waiting for Uttarayana to come to give up his body. But actually, Bhishma is not waiting for Uttarayana time. Because if you are a devotee, whether he leaves his body in Uttarayana, Dakshinayana, Shukla Paksha, Krishna Paksha, Sunday or Monday, or morning or evening or day or night, he will definitely go to spiritual world only. Okay? So he is waiting for another Uttarayana. And that Uttarayana is Krishna. Krishna's another name is Uttarayana because he protected Uttara, right? He gave shelter to Uttara. Uttara, Ayana means to protect, to give shelter. So Krishna gave shelter to Mother Uttara when she came running to Krishna. Krishna gave shelter to Uttara and Krishna took shelter of Uttara. Uttara, so he entered the womb of Uttara, right? In that sense, Krishna took shelter of Uttara's womb. So for giving shelter to Uttara and for taking shelter of Uttara, Krishna is also called Uttarayana and Krishna is waiting for this Uttarayana. Krishna took up, not the time. He's not waiting for the time for departure. Okay. So Krishna blessed Krishna in this. Does it answer the question? Thank you. Although there is no breakfast today, still. 9:35. Okay, I can take. I have no issue. Okay, many things to be said about Bhaktivinoda Thakur, but let me highlight one important quality of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Avyartha kalatvam. The greatest asset that all of us have is our time. Okay, all of us are bestowed with 24 hours of time. A multimillionaire also has a 24 hours only in his day, and a beggar also has 24 hours only. And a very bright student in the university also has 24 hours only. And a duller also has 24 hours. Okay. So a pure devotee also has 24 hours. A struggling sadhaka dozing off in Japan. Right? So all of us have only 24 hours in our day. But how effectively are we utilizing the time in Krishna consciousness makes us purified at a faster pace and go back to Krishna. Okay. So we need to understand how effectively we have to utilize our time by learning from the examples of great devotees like Bhaktivinoda. Prabhupada, many others. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur had an intense schedule. So he is a magistrate. He has to give judgment to so many cases that come on a daily basis. And he doesn't keep the case pending for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. He immediately clear it. He gives perfect judgment. And also as he's writing Seva, he keeps writing. He has to take care of the family, which is very big. He has to sleep, he has to eat. So all that. Earlier, I had a big list of all the things that he has done, his daily schedule. I don't exactly recollect, but he did so many things as an exemplary Grahastha devotee, and also as a great magistrate, as a great acharya, as a great author. In different roles that he's playing, he did perfect justice within the available time that he has. And yeah, we can learn this quality of not wasting our valuable time. Time is follows me. So let us not waste the time that we have in mundane things, but let us try to utilize our time in Harikatha, Harikirtan, Hariseva, and do the needful in our self-preservation to survive in this world, but aspect of self-realization. Thank you very much. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Praise Gauranga Darshan Prabhuji ki jai.
Today also tomorrow the after supply distribution and we are able to organize you will be the best and come and do the distribution. We are able to also do the farmers market actually by 11 o'clock Americans leave. The 9:30 we see that is what we are seeing. Since there is no back break, those of the investors immediately. There's a less and also wire distribution. This is the last 4 5 weeks. All your is coming and it really did not use Saturday. That's why this time the camera is not